Hey y'all see the thumbnail, so y'all already know we are about to talk about this newest content from Peach McIntyre. Girl, somebody has paid her $20,000. Yes, 20 racks to promote their tax business. And somebody else flew in, yes, flew in from Dayton with 15 wigs for Peach McIntyre to promote out here on these social media streets. Hopefully it will go better this time than the last fiasco. Now, honey, I'm still on the fence about her and Ann Riley, Miss Heavy, Miss 250 Density. We still don't know what actually transpired between the two of them. But one thing I know for certain is Ann is still out here promoting her hair. She's making money. Peach over here promoting. She's making money. At this point, I don't even care what transpired between her and Ann. We are moving on to bigger and better content, and maybe what actually happened will come out. Y'all know what they say. What's done in the dark will come to the light, child. But anyway, let's talk about this young lady from Dayton, Ohio. So not only did she fly in, but she's also willing to sponsor a stylist to come over and do Peach McIntyre's hair. Not for $369, not for $1,111, but for $2,222.22. So of course I went over to check out her website and checked out her Facebook and stuff. And one thing that I like about her thus far is the fact that she has sense enough to write up a contract. She didn't say that Peach was writing up the contract. She said, my girl, give me 5 minutes. My girl, I believe she called her Scar or Star, is writing up a contract. I think that that was very smart of her to do for her business, especially dealing with Peach McIntyre. So it sounds like that Erin has been booked and busy. People are blowing her phone up. She mentioned that she had to call some people back. And I also noticed something when I went over there to her website. Now, Erin, girl, you're going to have to hurry up and get this fixed quick, fast, and in a hurry. Now, on the main screen, it says one price. Say, for example, when you click on the Burmese body wave or the deep wave hair, it says $245. So it's giving that she has increased the prices because she is getting some traction. She is getting a lot of people to shop her website. And that's about a 32% increase compared to what it initially said on yesterday. So I know when I used to sell hair, there were two places that you would have to go in and make price changes. So I'm wondering if this was just an oversight or what's happening with her website. But people are going to feel away if they click on a bundle deal that says $185 or $165 and they get in there and it says $245 when they go to check out. So she definitely needs to make sure that she fixes that. But anyway, moving on to the star of the show, the first person to pay Peach McIntyre $20,000 to promote her tax business. Michelle, by way of Memphis, Tennessee, the 901 as we call it, child. Honey, I had some good times down in Memphis back in the day. But anyway, so speaking of Memphis, drop in the comments if you follow Lady Bling and let me know were you following her back in 2022, 2023 when she started doing tax preparation. She was broke, busted, and disgusted. She was struggling, but she got out here and she got it out the mud. And next thing you know, Bling, she had made over 6 figures. I can't remember how many kids she has, but she doesn't have 9 like Peach McIntyre. But she was able to buy her a nice Suburban, and she still does taxes, as you can see. So yeah, the reason I mentioned Lady Bling is because as I was looking through her Facebook and stuff, I noticed that not only does she prepare taxes, but she also trains people on how to start their own tax preparation business. But anyway, I know there has been a lot of chatter about whether or not Peach McIntyre owes the IRS. Is she paying her taxes? I don't know any of that. I don't know if she's operating under S Corp, LLC. I don't know any of that. But what I will say is that genius, Miss Elevator goes to the penthouse. She has to know, like I know, like most people know, that cash payments are no different than tips, no different than gambling winnings. It's taxable income. So I would hope that she has her financials in order. Otherwise, she would be a fool to be out here recording for the world to see her accepting large sums of money for business promotions. So yeah, I would hope that she would have more sense than that. Speaking of having sense, Michelle, I hope you did your homework on Peach McINTYRE, because she will run off on the plug twice and she will flip on you like a light switch, child. So I hope you had sense enough to draw up your own contract for $20,000. Yes, we need an official contract. Both of us agree to the stipulations and everything within that contract. And no, ma'am, you could not sit down in front of me with an Office Depot receipt book and write it out. Not for 20 bands. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about it down in the comments. We're going to stay tuned to see how this pans out, child. I'll call y'all back later. Bye, y'all.
Y'all have children with disabilities. Don't get mad. I have a child with autism spectrum disorder. Now, he's 13 years old, so I can still file him on my taxes as a dependent. However, since he's disabled, I actually can file him on my taxes as a dependent for life. Comment down below if you knew that. Your children that have disabilities can be filed on your taxes, even if they are over the age of 18. This is why you guys need to get up with my girl, Michelle, over at Success Tax Firm. She's gonna ensure that your taxes are set up for success so that you can maximize your refund and do it legally and ethically. Then when you see money like this, you won't be jealous because you got money like this too. Me and you is, I'm gonna get money, but we're gonna treat this shit like we had a TV show. Wrap it out. We got my girl Jara Green Bean, aka Enhanced Beauty by Jara, over here. Walk over here to the living room. We trapping it out. We got Nay over here big and pregnant, and she's slaying. Then over here we got my girl Michelle from Success Tax Firm. If y'all need y'all taxes filed, go ahead and pre-file with Michelle. Yes, ma'am. And then over there we got my girl Pound and a Half. I slid through with the 827 Beauty Laces. Then over here we got my girl TT Hustle. I got a video to already edit. I got you, TT. And then over here we got my girl Erin from Pretty Raw with 2 W's. Hair by Erin. Straight out of Dayton, Ohio. Memory is 5. So yeah, we just trapping it out, making it work. Black women can do excellent business. Current time is 7 a.m. How bad do you want it? We want it real